But speaking of sellout streaks, so this year in 2024, 32 television sellouts and 47 event sellouts altogether. So holy shit. And they recapped the Bloodline business from last week, along with the debut of the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
That is so pathetic.
That's what?
You just can't do it. You're just not a good werewolf. You sound too cute. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, what? Are you clawing? Like, what are you doing?
I howl at the moon. I'm telling you that's gonna be the greeting from all of us in the Jacob Fatu fan club. If you see another Jacob Fatu fan, you're supposed to give the greeting.
Please do that. Please, please, please do that.
And then the other guy back to you go, and then you do the fucking fish handshake. Anyway, they recapped all of that is what they did, Brian. And then, coinkadinkly, as Mama Cornette used to say, an SUV pulled up in the back and met Paul Heyman. And that's by the way, that's where Vince's limo used to pull up. If we rode in Vince's limo, we actually could get in the building. Otherwise, we had to fucking walk out through the goddamn people, go across the street, and hope the guy that we tipped $40 not to block our car in the garage had done his job.
That was the best as a kid. You knew where the wrestlers were going to enter. So if you just hung out by that door at Madison Square Garden, you got to yell at the heels, you got to throw things at them, whatever you wanted to do.
Exactly. Whatever the fuck you wanted to do. It was
and then you could chase them into the parking garage. You could just follow them, right? I'll find out where they're driving. This is amazing. Let's go. And yeah, it was great.
It was a fucking street riot.
The wonderful days of fandom.
One time we came out in Vince's limousine and the driver comes out of the garage door, you know what I'm talking about, and up that ramp to the sidewalk and where you turn left on whatever street that is. And all the people are waiting and the cops are keeping them back from the Madison Square Garden private property once we go through the garage door, but that's only like 30 feet up that little ramp. And then just on the street, it's just goddamn mayhem and a sidewalk. And the limo driver gets goddamn stuck trying to turn left because there's oncoming traffic. And the people are beating, and this Vince was not a heel then. It was Vince and me. And,
yeah, he was. Well, you just didn't know it. Yeah, he was.
In 1996, he wasn't publicly a heel, and it's me and Jim Ross and Bruce Pritchard in the fucking limo drive, and the people are beating on the windows and they're fucking bouncing the car around. I'm fucking, what the fuck? And then this guy spread eagles on top of the goddamn hood of the limousine, right as the limo driver turns left and guns it, and the guy slid off the side and tore the fucking hood ornament off the limousine. As he slid off, and what the, Vince is looking at his goddamn booking book with his glasses down on his nose and his pencil. And I'm like, does this not bother you? This happens all the time, pal.
Well, some of the characters you'd meet around that door at Madison Square Garden. I remember one kid who wanted to sound smarter than he was. I remember him chasing Mr. Fuji into the garage yelling, Harry! Harry! It's like he didn't get chopped in the throat.
Fuji would have cooked his dog. But anyway, but now at modern times, you just pull in unmolested. And it's Solo and the Tongas in the SUV, and they meet Paul Heyman. And he respectfully. And Paul was great in it because I guess they said that did he stay up all night to prepare for this because his eyes were red and looked like two piss holes in a snowbank, and he hadn't shaved in 3 days, and
yeah, I mean,
he's all unkempt.
Look, he is someone who has always played around with makeup and in terms of hair dye and the look that he has based on what his character is supposed to do. Also, if there was anyone in wrestling that you would tell me would not have a hard time staying up all night, it would be Paul Heyman. That's what he always did.
Yeah, and also, and to add to that, he wasn't wearing makeup, which gave his flesh even more of a
Right.
deathly pallor, and there's broken blood vessels and the puddling of the blood in the corners of his eyes and everything. Very repulsive, but
The
so it was
stubble.
beautiful.
The
The
stubble. I mean,
stubble,
everything.
yes.
The red eyes, everything was perfect.
And that's just from him not shaving his fucking forehead.
Look, he had a big night. He took his first bump of his life. No, he had a big night. He had a big night. Why are you picking on him now?
No, I'm kidding. But anyway, he respectfully, he trimly says, I need to serve you as the wise man. I have to ask you, where is Jacob Fatu? Right? Isn't that, or did he, no, did he ask him then or he asked him later?
No, he asked him then, I think.
Yeah. But nevertheless, Jacob Fatu ain't there. And no, he asked where Jacob was, and that's when Solo didn't answer him. He just they walked straight through Gorilla and into the arena, and they're coming out to the ring when all of a sudden on a screen behind them, another SUV pulls up in the back, and it's Cody and Orton and Owens. And they come the same way, and they get in a big fight in the entranceway, and a big six-way, and boom, boom, boom. And Owens swantons a Tonga. I don't know which one through a table. I don't know which one.
A Tongin.
Well, no, it was either Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa. So either way, it was a Tonga.
That's true.
I'm just not sure which. And then Aldous and security came out, and the heels were backing out, and they went to break, and we were only 9 minutes into the show, so we were moving. It was cooking there, right?
Hot open. Yeah.
Very hot, and people are, and that's the thing you can tell with these crowds now. They know the words to the songs or the tune to the songs they got to sing. They know the catchphrases they react to. They're chanting for the people they're supposed to chant for. It's like they've goddamn trained them. I mean, written instructions would not do you any better if you passed them out to the crowd when they came in the door.
In a lot of ways, this is the ultimate manifestation of everything Vince was trying to train the audience to be, and now with a booker doing hot stuff. And this is what you get. I mean, this is the way he trained the audience. This is it, and now they actually have a hot booker.